Hey, good morning. I want to read this verse to you and ask you a question. It says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and give his life for many." The question is, how is Christ ministering to you? And then how are you ministering to others? All right. He came, he served, he ministered, he gave his life. Everything he did was for our benefit and to help us. And then he has a desire for us to do the same for others. Now, what are we doing to advance the kingdom? What are we doing to advance others? Or are we just living for ourselves? Are we just, going to God and using him as a, Lord, benefit me, 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 me? Well, the times that we say, Lord, benefit me, technically we should also be saying, benefit me so that I can be a benefit to others. God had so much to say about serving. If you consider what Christ did, listen to what he told his disciples. I don't have a ton to say, just a few scriptures this morning, but it's thought-provoking. What am I doing to advance the kingdom and advance other people? He was talking to his disciples, and they were having a little a spat between them, and he told him, but you shall not be so, but he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief as he that does serve. For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat? Then he goes on to say, but I am among you as he that serveth. That's what Christ came to do. Remember, he washed their feet. He gave them meat. He gave them drink constantly. He was helping them, meeting their needs. Now, he was holding them accountable. He was guiding, directing, teaching them what's right and wrong. So don't think that serving is just, it is a sacrifice, but it's not sacrificing yourself per se the way that Christ did, because he already did that. But there is a desire there for us to serve, to love him first and love others. And of course, when he wants us to serve, he does it through us. It's not in and of ourselves, right? What he puts in, we work out. You work out your own salvation, but it's the Spirit in us that gives us those gifts and abilities to do that. Another verse that I want to bring up before I end is Philippians 2:7. It says, this is what Christ did. It says, and remember who he is. We're not talking about just a man here. We're talking about the Son of Man, the Son of God. It says, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And of course, it says he humbled himself and became obedient to the death of the cross. But he literally, this is God, right? Come down to earth in flesh to serve us, to give himself for us, to love us, in hopes that we'll do the same thing back to him. Because when we do something for others, we're doing it to and for him, but in the hopes that we would do the same thing back to him, and of course it would roll out to others. So again, the question is, how has God ministered to you, and how are you ministering to others? How? Are you advancing the kingdom, advancing other people, or is it all about yourself? Ask yourself. Be blessed.